I remember when I came up to the Red Sox and I wasn't playing instinctually. I wasn't reacting. I was thinking, especially playing first base. I was thinking too much. And I had so much stress built up. And I was trying to get to the point where things would come instinctually. Then they finally did. And my motto became work hard, play free, because in my opinion, if you work the right reps, if you work hard, if you put your time in, you will then move forward to the point where you're just playing the game and you're having fun playing the game. And your mindset is about going out there and understanding and knowing what I gotta do, knowing my job. And when you get to that point, then when you practiced and you put in the reps and you put in the time and you know you worked hard, the joy and the free of playing the game comes. And that's what I mean by work hard and play free. I was lucky, when I started this, before I got into baseball, I was very angry, at my retirement or how I left the game. I had an injury that slowly took me out of the game after 5 years in 1999. So I was pretty angry. And then I gotta thank my son for getting me back into the game. And with that, I started teaching him and coaching him. And I wanted to give him an opportunity to have all the things that he needed to play the game. We also had an opportunity to play in a state tournament at a very young age when he was 5. And it rained for 30 days. We never got to practice. And I promised myself that I would never put my team in that situation. And that's how this academy was formed. But I look at it like everything in life comes full circle. Baseball is my life. Baseball is what I love to do. And I honestly feel that I need to give back to the game what was given to me. What Mike Easter, my hitting coach, gave to me, I try to give back to my players and to my son and try to teach them what it is to play this game, because I think baseball is the essence of life. The adversity that it takes. You gotta walk up there, you gotta walk the home plate with confidence, knowing that you're not always gonna have success. You gotta play as a team. You gotta do so many things and be consistent and internalize and self-coach, and there's so many things you gotta do. And I think this academy has given me, my coaches, my past coach, Mike Easter, anybody that's been involved with me, the ability to teach them the game, and that's what I intend to do. One of my biggest things about working is you have to have dedication, because dedication to the sport is the only thing that gives you the ability to understand negativity. This game is built off of negatives. The best in the world, their average is 300, which is 7 out of 10 times they're making outs. So your dedication, your work ethic, your discipline is what gets you through those tough times. I have to always be careful with my son with too much work. You gotta know how to work, but you gotta work smart. But you gotta have dedication to the game of baseball, because 1, it's every day. 2, there's a lot of adversity that you have to get through, and you must be able to handle adversity to play the sport. How do you internalize a strikeout? How do you internalize an error? How do you internalize you walk the bases to lose the game? Or You strike out with the bases loaded to lose the game. My biggest word is next play. There's always a next play in baseball. That's why you can never get too high or too low. One day you're the hero. The next day you're the GOAT. And how you internalize those things is where success will come. The word adversity is synonymous with baseball. It's synonymous with life in itself. Nothing good in life comes easy. Nothing good in life comes quickly. Usually, more than not, you're gonna have to put in a series of events to make things happen for you on the positive side. And you're probably gonna get knocked down a few times before you get there. But adversity is something that we all must overcome on the baseball field, in our life, in our everyday being, because it is a way of life. And on the field, we got to be able to internalize what happened, quickly make a correction, and then be positive in your thoughts moving forward, or the game of baseball will eat you up. The difference between a major leaguer and a minor leaguer is that major leaguer understands how to handle adversity and get himself onto the next day, the next at bat, the next play, the next series, the next inning, whatever that may be. That's what a Major League Baseball player does. And those that can't do it, or those who can't make the adjustments, are why they are the minor leagues. So that's what I try to instill in my young players, my older players, anybody I meet talking about baseball or hitting or what it takes to play the game, is that we gotta handle adversity. And parents, you have to handle adversity. Kids only act the way that their parents let them act. If you're a parent that you're playing the game vicariously through your son or daughter, be it softball, that's not a way to go. You're only putting undue pressure on your child. Let them play. Let them make outs. Let them work it out. You got to figure out. You got to show support. There's a fine line of tough love and support. And you got to know when to provide tough love and when to provide support. And those are the things that adversity brings to an entire family when you're playing baseball. How you internalize those things, how you get back to the next play, next at bat, next out, next pitch, next game, it's going to be the success and failure of your son or daughter.